It was a stifling summer night in Los Angeles. The sky stained a dirty orange by the sunset dragging itself behind the Hollywood Hills. 6 friends in their early to mid-20s decided they needed something different, something dangerous, something to make the blood pump faster. The group consisted of 4 women and 2 men. Emma, Sophia, Isabella, and Olivia were the girls. Jake was the undisputed hot Geidel, broad shoulders, deliberately messy blonde hair, a toothpaste commercial smile. And Mike, the quiet one, skinny, thick-framed glasses, the kind of look the girls affectionately and sometimes not so affectionately called too harmless for Hollywood. Emma was a stunning California blonde. Long, golden hair that cascaded in soft waves past her shoulders, flawless tan skin, bright blue eyes, and a radiant beauty that turned heads everywhere she went. She always wore outfits that highlighted her elegance in confident tie tops, flowing skirts, or jeans that fit just right always with that signature red lipstick. Sophia, on the other hand, had long, silky black hair that fell straight down to mid-back with a side fringe framing her face in a mysterious way and piercing green eyesta. Kind of emerald green that shifted depending on the light, sometimes deep like a forest at night, sometimes bright like polished jade. Ever since high school, Emma and Sophia had been fighting over Jake like he was a golden trophy. Poisonous, indirect comments, cutting stares, passive-aggressive group chat, messages, and on boozy nights, actual shoving or hair-pulling. Jake loved it. He flirted openly with both, kissed one while the other wasn't looking, whispered promises in each ear, and never chose. Why pick one when I can have both? He thought and sometimes said out loud, laughing like it was a joke. Olivia, the freckled redhead bursting with energy, was the one who always came up with crazy ideas. Isabella, short black hair and a septum piercing, was the quietest, but also the one who read the most about urban legends and haunted places. Mike was the nice guy friend everyone dragged along, but no one took seriously romantically. The party idea came from Olivia one random night while they were eating burgers at a Sunset Strip diner. Guys, I found the perfect spot. An abandoned mansion up in Hollywood Hills. Totally run down. Loaded with history. They say a 1970s movie producer did rituals there, went insane, and killed his whole family. After that, nobody ever bought it. Perfect for us to drink, dance, and party without anyone bugging us. Mike frowned. Abandoned? Like structurally unsafe? Or worse? Jake slapped him on the shoulder. Relax, man. It's gonna be epic. I'll bring the cooler beer, whiskey, tequila. Emma and Sophia can fight over me upstairs while we party down here. Emma rolled her eyes but smiled, tossing her long blonde hair over one shoulder. Who said I'm gonna fight? Maybe I'll just claim him first. Sophia, her green eyes flashing under the diner's dim lights, shot back instantly. Dream on, Emma. He already told me he prefers brunettes with green eyes. Jake laughed loud, throwing his arms around both of them at once. Girls, girls. There's enough Jake for everybody. Isabella just shook her head. I read about that mansion. There are reports of possessions. Weird deaths in the 80s. People who went in and never came out the same. Olivia shrugged. Superstition! Let's do it. The following Friday, they wound up the twisting roads of Hollywood Hills in Jake's convertible Mustang. The wind whipped Sophia's long black hair like a dark curtain and sent Emma's long blonde waves flying behind her like golden flames. The mansion appeared at the top of the hill like an elegant corpse. 3 stories of gray stone with Gothic towers, shattered windows, ivy choking the walls, a twisted iron gate that screamed when pushed open. They hauled in drink boxers, a portable speaker, and flashlights. The main hall was massive double-curving staircase, crystal chandelier hanging like a dead spider, fogged mirrors reflecting distorted silhouettes. The smell was mold, rotting wood, and something metallic-cold blood. Maybe. Perfect! Olivia said, already plugging in the speaker. A heavy electronic beat started thumping through the walls. They drank. They danced. They laughed. Emma and Sophia kept up their Cold War. One pressed against Jake to dance Emma's long blonde hair, brushing his face. The other yanked him the opposite way, Sophia's dark strands whipping dramatically. He loved it. At one point, he whispered to both, "Let's go upstairs. There's a huge bedroom on the 2nd floor. We can talk." Sophia's green eyes lit up with triumph. Emma pressed her lips together but followed, her long hair swaying as she climbed. They ascended the creaking stairs, leaving Mike, Olivia, and Isabella in the main room. In the master suite king-size bed covered by a yellowed sheet, torn curtains, full-length cracked, Mirajic shut the door. He kissed Emma first, running his fingers through her long blonde hair, then turned and kissed Sophia. Both hesitated for a second, but alcohol and desire won. "Why fight?" he murmured, voice husky. "We can be 3? Sophia, her long black hair spilling over his shoulders like a cascade of shadow, whispered, "I'm in, as long as she knows I'm the main one." Emma laughed, but it was a nervous laugh, her golden strands falling across her face. "We'll see who he picks by the end of the night." They gave in right there, in secret, finally forming the love triangle that had been building for years. Touches, muffled moans, promises whispered in the dark. Downstairs, Isabella decided to explore. She found a door at the end of the back hallway leading to the basement. She descended the damp stone steps. At the bottom was an improvised altar, red chalk pentagrams on the floor, melted black candles, an ancient book open to a page whose symbols seemed to shift when viewed from the corner of the eye. Small bones animal, probably arranged in a circle. She touched the book. A freezing wind rose from nowhere. The flashlight beams flickered. Isabella began to shake. Her brown eyes darkened completely, turning into bottomless black pits. When she returned to the main room, Mike noticed first. "Isa, you okay?" She turned slowly. The voice that came out wasn't hers. It was deep, layered, like several people speaking at once. "You awakened the guardians. This house is our temple, and you are the offering." Before Mike could react, Isabella snatched a broken bottle from the floor and drove it into his neck. Blood sprayed in an arc, hot and dark. Mike dropped to his knees, gurgling, eyes wide with shock, dead in seconds. Olivia screamed. The music cut off abruptly as if the house had flipped the switch. Jake, Emma, and Sophia came racing down the stairs, clothes still disheveled, Emma's long blonde hair tousled and wild. "What the hell happened?" Jake yelled. "Isabella or whatever was left of her turned toward them, her body twisted in impossible ways, bones cracking. Her short black hair floated as if underwater. Blood calls to blood. You defiled the sanctuary. Now you pay." The mansion came alive. Doors slammed on their own. Windows crashed shut. Shadows stretched across the walls, forming humanoid shapes with glowing red eyes. Whispers filled the air. Names, laughter, ancient screams. "Run!" Jake shouted. They sprinted through the labyrinthine hallways. Isabella chased them, scuttling along the walls like a spider, howling in dead languages. Emma tripped, her long hair catching on a loose nail. Sophia grabbed her arm and pulled her up. "Don't stop now," Sophia yelled, black hair whipping behind her. Olivia spotted a broken window on the ground floor opening onto the back garden. "Here!" They jumped. The impact on the damp grass hurt, but no one stopped. Behind them, the mansion shuddered, lights flashing in insane patterns. Isabella appeared at the window, but an invisible force yanked her back inside, as if the demons were reclaiming her. Before Jake, Emma, Sophia, and Olivia ran down the hill to the car. The engine caught on the first try. Jake floored it. Hollywood glittered in the distance, indifferent. Inside the car, heavy silence. Emma and Sophia, who had spent the whole night fighting over Jake, now looked at each other differently, bound by terror. Emma's long blonde hair still messy from the chaos. "We got out by pure luck," Olivia muttered, shaking. Jake gripped the wheel. "Mike? Isabella?" Sophia, tears in her green eyes, whispered. That wasn't her. It was something else. They never spoke about the mansion again. But sometimes at night, Jake woke up in a cold sweat smelling mold and blood. Emma and Sophia kept sharing him not out of jealousy anymore, but out of a desperate need to feel alive. The love triangle survived. But something else survived too. They carried the mansion inside them.